Hello, you are watching course MA119, Professional Growth and Communication Skills training video. This course is taught on the administrative side of Module 6. It will include both online, hybrid, as well as on-ground students. Please make sure that you are following the lesson plan carefully and that you're providing enough time for especially the hybrid students to participate and complete the work needed in this course. This course will include Ross Edge. If you have not already got onto the Ross Edge website as an instructor, please use your Ross email address and sign in. Your access to Ross Edge is the same as the students. There's no special instructor access. Ross Edge will include Section 9, Working in Teams. Section 12, Professional Branding, Resume, and Cover Letter. Section 13, Best Job Searching Activities. Section 14, Preparing for the Job Interview. Section 15, the interview process. Ross Edge also includes a toolkit, which has a resume builder in it. I suggest that you build your own resume with the toolkit so that you will be familiar with how the resume builder works and are better able to help your students if they get stuck. Mock interview application references, as well as a cover letter and thank you letter are part of the toolkit. So again, make sure that you are going in the mock application for references and doing one for yourself, as well as creating a cover letter and a thank you letter. We'll also be in the KINS Medical System Fundamentals book in Chapter 57, Career Development. The procedures and proficiencies for this course are to demonstrate office equipment use and skills. So this would be bringing your students into the copy machine, having them use the phones for the office, any of the equipment that you have at the campus that you think would be helpful in your students' education for their new career. Please have them practice. Prepare a chronological resume. They're going to create a cover letter. They're going to complete a job application. They'll practice interview skills during the mock interview, and they'll create a thank you note for an interview. One great thing about Ross Edge is that it allows students to do an online interview. So there are directions in the lesson plan that will help guide you through how to do that with Ross Edge. So please take some time, make yourself familiar with how to work through that online interview process. Here is the Ross Edge link for our students, as well as it is inside the main portion of this course. They'll be in SurePath, so they can click on the self-enroll link. Now, mind you, this only has to be done once per module. The link is the same in every course. So once they've done it in a different course, they don't have to do it again. That link will then put SurePath on the student's dashboard. They can also click on the SurePath icon to enter into SurePath. So SurePath for this course is for Chapter 57, Career Development. Remember, they can get their ebook through here as well as a VitalSource bookshelf. They have Career Development lesson and Professionalism in Healthcare lesson. And they have a Career Development test prep as well. Please encourage them to work through these lessons, or you can use these lessons as part of your lecture. Go ahead and explore these, see if that would be something that you'd like to do. You don't have to, but students should regardless be in the lesson, whether you present it to them in a lecture or not. This career development test prep will also help them be ready for success on their test. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into our module course. Fill out the on-ground instructor introduction contact information so students know how to get in touch with you after hours. They have to address and fill out the academic honesty policy before the course will open. Have them click on their e-text, all their website links and forms. Have them click and open their resources, as well as review the course syllabi so they know how the course flows and what the expectations are to pass this course. As usual, all the row are available on the first day of the module. They can work on their row at their leisure as long as they upload and submit them for grading upon the due date. Here is day one. Day one is not published. In order for students to access what is inside day one, we have to publish the day. So to do that, we click on the circle with the line, it turns green with a check mark, and now students will be able to access what is in day one. Please do not publish future days, as we'd like to keep our students on the same learning path, going through the same days as the lesson plan along with the rest of the class. You'll notice that there are embedded videos inside each day. Please make sure that you're clicking on those as well as reading the lesson plan so that you're familiar with what you're showing and any questions that might happen from your students. Okay. This module, since it does require interviews and we are no longer locked down because of a pandemic, we do now have the option to bring in outside people to help us with the interviews. So you may want to work with your assistant director or your regional campus director to determine if that is a good idea for you and your campus. If so, you can bring in some clinics that may have an office manager or hiring team to help give your students some real-time experience with interviewing. If not, you can always bring in a teacher's assistant. Your associate director can help with the interviewing of your students. See what you can do to give them the best interview experience possible. Okay, so here are our row assignments. Here are ICA with our Ross Edge and our proficiencies for our professional assignments that we need to complete. There's a professional growth test and upload a reference list, and then our proficiency. The upload resume section will be important because we want to make sure that we're downloading our resume from our toolkit in Ross Edge. I suggest that students also create a resume using Microsoft 365, Microsoft Word, or they can use Google. If they do that, then they'll have two separate resumes. One nice thing about creating a resume on a word processing program is that you have more ability to change fonts and spacing and kind of make it more of your own. It is your responsibility as an instructor to make sure that the resume is perfect. All resumes need to be submitted to your career services team. I would also suggest at the end of the module that you make a copy of each resume, and you can do that in your speed grader. It'll let you download any of the submissions into one file and then keep that file. You can send that file also to your career services team. We definitely don't want to have a student who's gone through this course and is getting ready to graduate and does not have a perfect resume to send out or to bring with them on their externship. So again, it's an instructor's responsibility that that resume is perfect and ready to go. One last thing about resumes is at the end of every module during the program assessment, if you have seniors that are participating, they need to be updating and then saving their resume and sending you a copy so that you can forward that on to the career services team. Okay. I hope that this video was helpful, and if you need any help, please make sure that you reach out. I'm here to support you. This is a very, very important course for your students. It really will set them up for success out in the field. And I mean, obviously that's the whole reason that they have come to Ross, is to be able to get a job and work as a medical assistant, and we can make that happen for them. So with that, have a great rest of your afternoon and enjoy your students.